Happy New Year. Welcome back to Reviews, Hits, and a Piece of Cake. There will be no hits of the week this week, but we're definitely going to do some reviews of these two shows, and we're going to wrap it up with the gems. This is the first episode of the year, episode 13. Welcome back. I'm so happy to be here. 2019, we made it through 2018. 2018 was trash, period. But we made it back to 2019. We made it here to 2019. I'm so happy to be here. So let's get right into it. Episode 13. Let's do a quick recap. Parts 1, 2, and 3 of the reunion for Married to Medicine aired. So we're just gonna wrap it all up, which it was just a drawn out 3-part episode, because honestly, it was just real drawn out. It was real drawn out. So let's just recap some of the parts that I thought was important and highlighted. Mariah and Quad will never be friends. We can just drop that. There is no hope for that. Mariah and Heavenly will never be friends. There is no hope for that. We can just drop that, because no matter how much during the season they'll try to amend things, they're never gonna get over their differences, and we can just leave it at that. Simone was rude most of the reunion. Simone and Toya are both bullies, and I don't like it. They both are loud talkers and scary as hell. I like them as individual women and career oriented and family oriented, and stable living and better things for their family. I like that about them, but when it comes down to dealing with other women, both of them could potentially be bullies of the group, and it's annoying, and I don't like it, because Toya was purposely being rude to Contessa. Contessa's not even the problematic one of the group. She'll voice her opinion, her husband will back her up as he should, and then they will just leave it at that. But Toya just was so unnecessarily rude to Contessa, and I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan of it at all. Quad and her ex-husband, Dr. G, reunited for the first time since they decided to get divorced. So it was very interesting, and they had it set up where Andy was sitting in the middle of them two, and they had a conversation, and it started off heated, and they talked about how they both were like physically and mentally and emotionally abusive to each other, and it was a moment, because they were honest, as much as honestly that we can get out from them, because they've always been very laid back with their relationship, but it was honest, and it was a good conversation, and they ended the conversation hugging, and it was like kind of like a final goodbye and wishful thinking, and not Toya, Quad kind of went backstage and talked about how she still loves him regardless of how everything happened. So that was good for them. And the men talked about how it's going to be hard for them to choose sides, because they're always friends. They're both friends with both of them, with Quad and Dr. G, but I think everything will be okay once the wounds heal. They'll be friends, and everybody will be alright. We'll see it if the series lasts for another 7-8 seasons. Then we'll definitely get to see that. I think this season 6 was a good season overall. I tuned in on a weekly basis. It was very entertaining, and it was a journey. So good 6 seasons to all the ladies. Everybody else seems like they're doing well. Their relationships are doing well. So good luck to them. It was a good season. Okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta. So this is episode 11 that just came on this week, and let's just do the highlights. of what's going on, because this season is really slow compared to the other 10 that we're used to. This is kind of like the first season, kind of slow. So this is, we'll see. But recently, the show was airing that Todd had a birthday party. Todd is Candy's husband. Todd had a birthday party, and Candy invited Portia and her boyfriend, and Portia and her boyfriend ended up getting kicked out of the party because Portia and her boyfriend ended up running into his ex-girlfriend at the party. And Portia got offended, heated, or whatever you want to call it, and they got into some sort of verbal confrontation, and she got kicked out or whatever. So she reached out to Candy, and Candy was like, yeah, girl, I'm sorry about that, but we'll talk later. And then so Eva coordinated this whole dinner for the girls, and that was the first time Candy and Portia seen each other. And Portia was offended that Candy didn't reach out or whatever, which I totally understand where Portia was coming from. However, I am definitely siding with Candy when she was like, listen, you have a lot on your mind now. You can't just be verbally going off on, like, you're not the same woman you was 10 years ago, and you have to understand that. And you have to embrace that, because Portia knocking on 40. Portia will be 40 soon. And it's kind of like, come on. Are we really going to be still fighting over niggas? Especially in 2019. Are we really going to be still fighting over niggas? No, you don't need to. You carrying his baby, and it's a lot of emotions that's running through you that you're not used to. So it's like, so that was one thing. So they got into it about that. Eva and I forget the other. There's a new girl. I forget her name, but they're coordinating a trip for the girls to go to Tokyo. So next episode will be them going to Tokyo and how that turns out. And we met Cynthia's new boo. His name is Hill, little light skin that works for Fox News or Fox Sports and ESPN Sports, something like that. Handsome guy. I'm happy for Cynthia. She deserves all the love and good loving that she deserves. So good for her. Let's see how the second half of this season goes, because this series been in my life for over 10 years. So let's hope for the best for this season. Instead of a hit of the week, let's do a gem of the week, and we're gonna try to switch things up a little bit. For 2019, let's vow to be the best people that we could be, the best version of yourself. Push yourself to get that promotion, to get that raise that you've been wanting, to go after that dream, go after that person that you've been in love with. Whatever it is that you've been fighting yourself with on a daily basis, let's vow to be committed to making these things happen, to making the impossible happen for 2019. And you start slow, make baby steps. But this is the time, the universe is changing, society is changing, our social norms are changing, everything is changing. And we have to be ready for it, and we can't be afraid of it, because there's a lot of more people out here that's taking more risk and making more sacrifice to make their dreams happen. So we're starting to see things happen, the impossible. And let's vow to be the best version of ourselves this year, 2019. We're 15 days in, okay? Let's do this. I truly appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. Tell your homie, your girl, to subscribe to my YouTube page. I am your host, Jashana McQueen. I am so grateful. Episode 13. Thank you, and we'll see you now. Have a good night.